Welcome to this video. Today I will show you why you shouldn't overcomplicating your email marketing and why you need only 4 things to bring your email revenue from wherever it is right now to up to 50% per month consistently or more. Now here's the problem, right? Too many brands or even too many agencies, they obsess over stupid bullshit that is not the right thing to tackle at that exact moment when they don't have the foundations in place, where they should tackle 4 main things without which all the other stuff is completely useless. Now, I manage brands where 50% plus of revenue comes from email and email alone, okay? And guess what, my friend? We only focus on 4 key things as I just mentioned. Now let's break them down together. So number 1 is a high converting pop-up. I explained many things in various videos of mine that converting pop-up is responsible for, is basically the one thing that captures email addresses of people, of traffic coming to your website. So without a high converting pop-up, you're basically cutting your sales in half, let's say. Even if you bring your opt-in rate from 1% to 2%, you're gonna make double the money you're making now, because it's simple math. I'm not good at math. I've never been good at math, but I understand this, that the more people end up on your website and the more people end up subscribing to your list, the more people you can, nurture and sell to through specific email marketing strategies. So this is why it's so important. Obviously, your pop-up needs to convert at a minimum of 5%. Obviously, the higher, the better. Ideally, it must be close to 10%. When your pop-up converts at a 10% opt-in conversion rate, it's amazing, perfect. So yeah, you must fix this first before you worry about crazy segmentation tactics and all the other stuff that doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Number 2 is consistent email campaigns. As I explained in, again, one of my videos, the sweet spot is ideally at 3 or 4 emails per week without, just trying to sell them, without the hard pitch and things like that, which people obviously hate. You must be relevant and keep providing value in the form of storytelling, entertainment, education, and things like that. That way you are justified to send them as many messages as possible, because you must treat your customers' attention as valuable. You must always ask yourself, if I was a customer, would I want to receive that? What's something that's worth my customer's attention? What is that? So yeah, this is very important to ask yourself, so that you can craft the most valuable message to send them, and they don't flag you as spam, but instead they welcome your message, they consume it because they like it or it is useful to them, and they buy and they give you the money. So yeah, number 3 is having the main flows optimized and leave them there doing their thing, which is money raking. Okay, you set them up once and then they keep working for you. They're like robot salesmen that keep making money for you. You understand how powerful this is? So yeah, the main ones are basically the welcome flow, which is the one that goes off immediately after they get converted by the opt-in. Then the various browse abandonment flows, the cart and checkout abandonment flows, and the post-purchase or VIP flows. There are many more, like the sunset flow, but these are the core ones that make the most amount of revenue for you. So you just need these core flows, these essentials, and once you get these optimized and converting, then you can worry about all the other stuff. But this is the third pillar that you should tackle in your email marketing before doing any of the rest. What is that? Okay, so number 4 and last one is actually the simplest one, is deliverability. Obviously, you understand the importance of deliverability. If your message doesn't land in the primary inbox, but instead it lands in the spam folder or in the promotion tab, well, you're gonna have, if they don't check the promotion or the spam folder, which most people don't, you're gonna have less chances of the email being seen, being open, and as a result, by extension, you're gonna make less conversions, you're gonna make less sales. So here's how to quickly improve your deliverability. As I said, it's very simple. You just have to create a segment, of people who, of engaged people, of people who engage with you, with your email, with your content in the past 60 days, and only send the email campaigns to that segment. Over time, you'll see your open rates go up. That is a sign that your deliverability has improved. So yeah, this is pretty simple and straightforward. So you do this, and you will avoid 99% of deliverability issues that most people can wrap their minds around. But if they only knew this little trick, if you will, they would solve all those deliverability problems, and they would make so much money just because of this simple thing. Come on, my friend. Next slide. Okay. So yeah, as I said, I want to stress the importance of keeping all of this very simple. Even in your email structures, you must keep the copy very concise, since the attention spans of today's people is really ridiculous. So under 100 words per email. Keep it simple. Only one big idea per email. Only one call to action, so they're not confused. Because you must understand, a confused mind never buys. So if you want to confuse them, you must be okay with the idea of not making money. Okay. So if you confuse people, that means, if you confuse people actively, that means you hate money. But anyway, let's get to the main point. You have to have one big idea and one call to action to your email, okay? They must be clear, engaging, and visually appealing. If you are doing design emails, they must be good, cool, okay, good. They want to see a fancy design most of the time. If you are targeting people who wants design, because maybe they prefer reading, in that case, I suggest switching into plain text, but this is not the point of this video. So yeah, as an example of that, let's take my niche, natural supplement. Let's talk about, some angles or some examples of big ideas that you can use in an email. Something that's clear and specific and simple. For example, this adaptogen helps reduce stress naturally, or boost your energy without the caffeine crash, or the #1 herb for better sleep and relaxation, or why your gut needs this product daily. As you can see, every one of these email angles are pretty simple and straightforward. There's no confusion. You immediately understand as a customer, okay, this email is about that. And if they have that problem or desire that they want to fix, and this is the exact email that is supposed to be in front of them, so to speak, they're gonna keep reading. They're gonna scroll down. They're gonna click, and hopefully buy. So yeah, what is that? Oh yeah, another point which is very important to say is that everybody knows this, right? Maybe you're looking at this video and you're shaking your head. You're like, well, I already know that. Yeah, duh, of course, it's obvious, right? Yes, of course it is. I mean, if you're a business owner or a marketer, you probably know this stuff, but the truth is that nobody does it. Even the people who knows this, they don't do it. I don't know why, honestly. Nor do I want to know. Maybe I should know, but just out of interest of human psychology. But the point is that nobody does it. So just keep it simple like that, and you're gonna stand out, and you're gonna basically out compete all the people who don't do the simple stuff, but that actually works. Does that make sense? So yeah, that's it. Keep it simple, short, concise. Remember, they have the attention span of a starfish, and no offense to anybody. And stop writing essays. Okay. Now, why email? Well, my friend, if you're consuming this video so far, you're probably sold on the idea that email is the #1 marketing medium to make the most amount of money, and it's very simple. Why? Because it's the cheapest form of traffic and is the one with the highest ROI possible. I don't know who said it. Many people said it. Alex Hormozy or some other marketer, or YouTuber. that email has like a 36 or 40 plus to 1 ROI. That means that for every $1 that you spend, you get back $40. Isn't that absolutely crazy? Not only that, it's a traffic tool. That means if you have 10,000 people email list, you have 10,000 people that you can contact very cheaply and that you can drive wherever you want, okay? And the best thing is that these people are already subscribed to your list. So they already like, know and trust you enough, possibly, to, well, consume your content and buy your products. That's how powerful email marketing is. It's cheap as fuck. They already know you, so they're not cold. They are warm traffic. And they're just waiting for you to send them more emails. They're just waiting for you to provide them value, to fix their issues and to soothe their fears. As I wrote down here, value. An email subscribers on your site is 10 times more valuable than a cold visitor, of course, because they're warm. So yeah, this is very powerful, again. And another point is that scaling without email is pretty much impossible. Now, here's why. Nowadays, paid ads are getting more and more costly. They're more expensive, and customer acquisition costs are at an all-time high. Meanwhile, email marketing, again, is cheap and it costs pennies. It targets people who are not cold and who already like and trust you, warm traffic. It's easier to scale with email. The brands that scale fast and profitably have a dialed-in email backend, okay, and they have systems so that work 24/7, 365 days a year, and that keep raking in profit. You know, once your email is optimized, as I said, all you have to do is to drive more traffic to your website. Because again, traffic website, pop-up captures 10% conversion rate their emails. Then they get funneled into the welcome sequence. They get milked, you know, as the first sale. Then there is other flows targeting them. Then you send them 3 to 4 emails campaign per week, providing value and building that long-term relationship of trust with them. And all these things, you have deliverability in place. That means that they are actually getting your emails and they're opening them, assuming that your copywriting, subject lines and body copy is good and curiosity spiking. If you have all these things, my friend, you're gonna dominate the market. Oh my God, like for real. Because as we saw together, everybody knows these things, but nobody fucking does them. So if you do them, you're gonna, well, no matter the niche you're in, no matter your industry, you're gonna become the leader of your industry, you know, the go-to guy, so to speak, the go-to business in the customer's mind, that when they think of a certain product, when they think of a certain niche, when they think of a certain thing, of a certain industry or of a certain problem to be solved, you come to mind immediately. That's the power of email marketing. That's the power of building a long-term relationship with your list. So if you want to do that, link in the description. I hope this video was of value to you. Have a great day.